Hello, I'm your host here, Renee. You're now watching this session. We're joined with NFL Offensive Lineman Tony Hills in the building. Welcome back to Houston.
Thank you for having me.
So, how does it feel to be here?
It's great. Grew up here, love it here. Been to different places. I can't see myself living anywhere else.
So, when you got back to Houston, I know everyone has their favorite restaurants wherever they go.
Yeah.
What was the first restaurant you went to?
Oh man, that's tough. First restaurant I went to, I'd probably have to say Papa Do's.
Papa Do's?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love the fish.
Yeah.
Was the hazelnuts on top?
Yeah. I like the alligator.
Oh yeah? It's fried alligator, right?
Fried alligator.
Fried alligator. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So, I want to first congratulate you on all of your accomplishments. And I want to know, what has life been in the NFL for you?
A lot of trials, a lot of tribulation, a lot of growth, perseverance, but a lot of fun too. Some experiences that I've had that I would never in a million years have imagined myself having, and football has done that for me.
I know it's opened up a lot of doors for you. I know, I'm sure it has.
Yes.
Yes. So you were back home in Houston and you spoke with students at South Houston High School? I did. About Saturday life?
I did. More so about choices and decision making. I think that that's my message. I wanted them to understand and walk away with three things. One is understanding that you do have a choice. I know a lot of times people say, I didn't have a choice, I had to do what I did because I didn't have a choice. That's not true. Because the fact of the matter is, whatever it is that you chose to do, that was your choice. So you need to understand that you have a choice. You need to understand that you have the power to make that choice. And then you also have to understand that you need to believe in the choice that you make. And so that's pretty much my message, is trying to get kids to use their brain to do better with decision making. Because that's what it's all about.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure you talk about self-esteem too, right? Because it has a lot to do with it.
It does.
The right choices you make.
It does. But I also think self-esteem comes from within, but there's also some that say that it would come from your environment.
Right.
You know what I mean? How you grow up, how you attack your environment. If we're using myself as an example, right? I grew up in a tough environment. So there we go with the word choice again. I was faced with a choice. Either I'm going to be like my environment and cater to my environment, or I'm going to be different than my environment. But if I'm going to be different, then I better have some self-esteem, because when you go against the grain, people are going to judge you. So, are you going to allow what people think about you stop you from doing what you want to do, or are you going to find something within and carry on and press on? So I chose to do the latter.
Right. So when did you know that football was going to be your career? How did you come up?
To be honest, when I was 5 years old, it's so funny, my mom showed me this book. It was like the greatest NFL players. You had Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith and all those guys that are like legends. And in the book it said, with a kid that was 5 and crayon, and I'm going to play in the NFL. So I would have to say at 5 that I had a vision. Yeah, she actually showed me the book, but not too long ago. And she was like, you said at 5 years old you were going to do this.
I think that's really good to know at such a young age that you want to be a football player. Did you do Little League?
I did. So I did the A-Leaf Youth Association, so AYA, and then I went to A-Leaf Middle School, right? And then I went to Elsie High School. So I pretty much grew up on one street. Cook Road, shout out Cook Road. But I pretty much grew up on one street. I went to Ewens Elementary, across the street to AMS, and then across that street to the high school. So football has always been a part of my life.
So did you have a group of friends that you all played on one football team? You all played on the same team?
I did. A couple guys that I went to school with in middle school. During that time, talking about 99, 2000, different schools were popping up. You had the A-Leaf Taylor that was getting ready to come up, and you had Hastings and Elsie, Kerr, and all these different high schools in the area. So it was so crazy, man. They were doing like drafts, like this group of students are going to go to this school, this group of students are going to go to that school. So a couple of us got broken up, but a lot of us still went to, Elsick and had that tie from middle school to high school. So that was pretty cool.
That's crazy. I had a friend who was I guess you would say, drafted to Lamar.
Yeah.
And the coaches did so much for him. They guided him to where he wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, was your coach like that?
Oh, definitely. My whole life, I've always had coaches that I could lean on.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I actually went to school to be a coach. When I went to the University of Texas, I got my degree for that, for teaching and coaching. Mm-hmm. Because I saw the way that they were inspiring kids. You know, those coaches, I think that there needs to be an understanding that, like, these kids that are coming from these areas, man, those coaches are huge influences because they spend the most time on it.
They're your mentors for a very long time.
Yeah.
A very long time.
Exactly.
I know his coach at the time, he molded him to be the man he is today. You know, he'll take care of him, and he made sure that he knew which path to go down.
Exactly.
He really did. So, well, I want to ask you a funny question.
All right, let's do it.
So, you're on an island,
Yeah.
and you have everything you need
Okay.
except for a gaming system.
A gaming system. All right.
Do you choose Xbox or PlayStation? But wait. In choosing this, you want to have one game that you can play while you're there.
Okay. I thought you were going to be something hard.
It is hard.
No,
it's hard
it's not
question.
hard.
You got to think a little hard about it.
No.
Don't sweat.
Yeah, not at all. That's easy. Listen, we're going Xbox. First of all, we're going Xbox 360.
360.
Right? We're going with the 360, and we're going with Madden.
Man.
Yeah, any one of them from 08 to 15, because I was on all of those. So any one of those teams, you know, any one of those games, those years, that's the one we're going with.
So which one was your favorite team to play with?
Oh man, I gotta say Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
That's where I won the Super Bowl.
Gotta be Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
It's gotta be Pittsburgh.
yeah.
Well, we'll be right back in a bit. We're going to get more with Mr. Tony Hills. So stay tuned to the session. Be right back.